Hi, before we start, if you want more daily games news video, like, subscribe and hit that bell button. Let's go. Every leaked Paradox Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are officially a week away from launch, and players who pre-ordered the digital copies of Gen 9 games can already start the preload as of today. Despite the fact that the games were initially announced all the way back in February, the Pokemon Company didn't reveal much about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet during the usual cycle, but fans who kept up with leaks may already know everything about the games. A big part of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are Paradox Pokemon, which are critters that shouldn't exist, and they have past versus future themes that Gen 9 wore on its sleeve from the get-go. The final trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet revealed Paradox Donphan in both its ancient and future forms, which finally allowed players to have a glimpse into what to expect from this new Gen 9 gimmick. In the base game, there are 16 Paradox Pokemon, and this includes Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Koraidon and Muradin, which are seemingly part of this group despite also being the box legendaries for this generation. As for the other 14, they are divided into two groups of 7, and they are exclusive to their respective version of the game. Pokemon Scarlet, Paradox Donphan, Great Tusk. Great Tusk is the officially revealed Donphan Paradox form exclusive to Pokemon Scarlet, and it is going to be the first ever ground fighting pocket monster in the franchise. It is one of the bosses in the game's Path of Legends storyline, which follows Arven's quest for the Herba Mystica. Pokemon Scarlet, Paradox Amoonguss, Brute Bonnet. Because Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's type combinations are all over the place, Paradox Amoonguss is actually the third Newgrass, Dark Pokemon in Gen 9, alongside a sub-legendary in Sprigatito's evolution, Meowscarada. Still, it will retain most of the base form's move pool with a few additions. Pokemon Scarlet, Paradox Magneton, Sandy Shocks. In an interesting turn, Magneton got a Paradox form instead of its final evolution, and it becomes a bipedal critter thanks to the elongated magnets it uses as legs. Sandy Shocks is an electric, ground Pokemon, making it a powerful offensive combination. Pokemon Scarlet, Paradox Jigglypuff, Screamtail. Another interesting choice for Pokemon Scarlet's Paradox Pokemon is Jigglypuff, which loses its normal type in favor of Psychic. In terms of design, this creature seems to borrow a look that's similar to Hisuian Zoroark's, which has long hair that turns pink toward the tip. Pokemon Scarlet, Paradox Misdreavus, Fluttermane. Because it doesn't change a whole lot compared to some other Paradox Pokemon, Fluttermane does retain many of the characteristics Misdreavus already has, but further builds upon them. This creature is a ghost and fairy hybrid, which is a great combo to use. Pokemon Scarlet, Paradox Volcarona, Slitherwing. Just like Donphan, Volcarona is one of the only two Pokemon species that has two Paradox forms, changing forms entirely in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. In Pokemon Scarlet, Slitherwing is a bug and fighting pocket monster, losing its fire type. Pokemon Scarlet, Paradox Salamence, Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon, which is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Paradox Salamence, is arguably one of the fan favorite of the bunch, as the regular form of this Pokemon is very popular for a number of reasons, and seems to be the strongest out of all Pokemon Scarlet's Paradox critters, with it being dark and dragon type. Pokemon Violet, Paradox Donphan, Iron Treads. Iron Treads is the future version of Paradox Donphan, and it delves a lot more into the design philosophy of Muradin, as its eyes appear to be on a screen that substitutes its face. This Pokemon is a ground and steel hybrid, making it quite a threat both offensively and defensively. Pokemon Violet, Paradox Volcarona, Iron Moth. Similar to what Game Freak did with Paradox Donphan, Volcarona is a great example of the differences between Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Paradox Pokemon. It retains its fire type and loses Bug, with Poison becoming its secondary type. It appears as a sort of solar-powered weapon, with a lot of technology-related elements to its design. Pokemon Violet, Paradox Hariyama, Iron Hands. Hariyama has a very interesting design due to it also having digital eyes, this time entirely losing its arms but retaining the base form's big hands, which are possibly even bigger in this case. Iron Hands is an electric, fighting Pokemon, the first of its kind alongside Palmy's final evolution. Pokemon Violet, Paradox Hydreigon, Iron Jugulize. With neon colors and a more robot-like look, Paradox Hydreigon also challenges the status quo of its base form, albeit less than other Pokemon Violet exclusive Paradox forms. It is a dark and flying type creature, losing Dragon as its primary type. Pokemon Violet, Paradox Tyranitar, Iron Thorns. Arguably another fan favorite alongside Roaring Moon, Iron Thorns is a rather similar creature to its base form, Tyranitar. This Paradox Pokemon loses its dark type to gain electric as its secondary type. Its armor is metallic now, and it gains neon-colored spikes on its back. Pokemon Violet, Paradox Delivered, Iron Bundle. An unexpected entry on the list is that of Delivered, a Pokemon that is not normally used a lot in mainline games, this time possibly finding a substantial use with its newfound ice, water-type combination. Iron Bundle becomes more similar to a robot than a bird, but its new design is still interesting enough to warrant a new form. Pokemon Violet, Paradox Gallade, Gardevoir, Iron Valiant. Like Paradox Salamence, this is the strongest Paradox Pokemon in its own category, but this time for Pokemon Violet. The idea behind Iron Valiant's appearance seems to be that of mixing some of the key features of Gallade and Gardevoir, which also shows in its type combination being the first ever fairy fighting Pokemon, losing Psychic from both base forms, Paradox Suicune, Virizion, and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's third legendary. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet have also other Paradox Pokemon that were leaked along the way, but these are allegedly not present in the base game, and instead, they will come at a later date through DLC. Not much is known about them, except that Paradox Suicune seems to be the union of the three legendary beasts from Gen 2, whereas Paradox Virizion is the fusion of the three Swords of Justice from Gen 5. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's third legendary is another beast entirely, and it seems its appearance is based on a decorative egg. According to the leaks, this Pokemon is responsible for Paradox Pokemon as a whole as well as the terrestrialization phenomenon, or at least it's tied to it in some way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.